Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we just, and I mean just 3 minutes ago, made it into rank 23. So we're going to go everything that you guys need to know. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Big shout out to those of you using that code CHICKEN in the shop. Also want to give a couple shout outs to Mr. Thunderstorm for the base, and Jess and Cameron for helping me with the hits. Jess has a YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you check that out. But yeah, so this was it, man. This was it. This was the base that did it. Honestly, my attacks, not very good. 250, 230, 250, 250. So I'm feeling like if I had switched to this earlier, maybe we would have had a better chance at getting 23 even earlier. But regardless, here we are. And we're using a heavy chopper. So we're going to show you guys how to do that. So here's where we're at in terms of tech. And the next thing that we want to do is we want to get max barrage. So we've got all the defense in the world. We switched the shock blaster over to the doom cannon. That's good for a couple things. It helps with rocket choppers. A lot of people are using heavy chopper, rocket chopper now, and if they're not, they will be doing it soon. A little bit more effective than the shock blaster because we're not seeing as many full-on seeker attacks. We're finally getting to the point where we have enough defense where we're starting to slow them down a little bit. But yeah. So next up, we want to get right here. We've been aiming for this all season long. And we don't want to do anything outside of getting to building health. Laser Rangers are going to be good. Sky Shield's going to be good. All this stuff is going to be fine. But the building health is going to be better. We have a ton of mines this season. Apparently we have enough multi-nodes with the extra mines to go to have 50 green mines in total. How crazy is that? 50 regular mines. So yeah. So that's the base. That's the tech. Let's show you guys the attack. This is pretty standard. We've been getting, the nice thing is with the bombardiers, we can get close to 3 minutes now. And since we've gone fully defensive, we're starting to actually slow the seekers down a little bit. So there's two drops you can do. You can do this one. A lot of the bases kind of look like mine right now. So you can do this one where you get a pretty good spread, you BART out an ER, and then away you go from there. Now, the important thing to note is sometimes, depending on where this engine is over here, you can drop a heavy chopper and a boat of bombardiers, and they can shoot over the ramp and clear that engine for you. You can't do it every time. You got to be careful because this happened to me lots of times. If you throw your bombardiers there and they're not actually in range, they'll take out like two defenses that are on the wall, and then they'll just stop and stand there. So don't waste a boat of bombardiers if you don't have to. So we'll just play this in 4-speed here. So you can see right there, we're BARTing out the furthest DR, and then we're shocking shock launchers, critter launchers mainly, and then we just want to get everybody in a good position where we can flare that last engine as soon as possible. So that was our boss fight to 23, which put us 7 in Canada and 140 on the global. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's try to do another one here. Let's try to dive into let's try to do a live hit and see if we can increase that win streak. That would be cool. But yeah, it's fairly easy to use heavy choppers and bombardiers. The only thing is, like, this season, with there being no building health, these attacks they gotta be snappy. So, I mean, there's not really much room for error. You have to be as fast as possible. So, BARTing out an engine room, and then flaring to the last engines as soon as you can, that's the key. So this one we can actually go left on, so that's going to be cool. So we're going to go like this. We're going to drop 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Kavan. And we're going to BART out the one on the left, but we can actually go like this. Now what I like to do is I like to throw them on that tip top corner because I don't want them to move at all. I want them to stay right in the zone because sometimes if you put them out in the middle, sometimes they'll just not be in range of anything and they'll just freeze right there. So you got to be super careful on those. Let's go with a 1 second wind. Oh, that cannon actually somehow hit my bombardiers. And I don't know if these guys are going to walk up in range or what they're going to do. Okay, yes, there we go. All right, so now we're going to go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And almost ready to flare. I think we are ready to flare. Let's shock here, and shock that that thing. So, I mean, it looks like we lost, but that's a pretty solid time. Come on, guys. Let's go. What are they waiting to shoot at? That was weird. So, 255. And you see right there, using the left ramp, using the drop, and then Barding went out. That was the way to go for sure. So, let's see what's going to happen here. 3-5. Wow. That's the fastest I've been hit by, for sure. So, let's take a look. What did he do? Did he seeker us? No, he went heavy chopper, rocket chopper. Damn. So that's going to happen every now and then. But yeah, for the most part, we should be looking pretty all right. Did he bar out 2 engines? How did he get that first one down? Huh. So that was pretty aggressive hit. That was pretty aggressive, so shout out to that guy. But let's try to get back into 23 here. Let's try to get back into 23. But you guys let me know how you're making out down below in the comments. If let me know what troops you're using. Because I feel like there's not a lot of people using bombardiers right now. So let me know if you're using rocket choppers, seekers. Heavy chopper rush is kind of a thing. It gets kind of slow times, but it is definitely a thing nonetheless. We could almost use it on this one. We could almost use it on this one. You know what? I think let's try it. Let's try it. We got to be the guinea pig sometimes, right? So let's go. Kavan's not going to do anything, but let's let them just create. Or actually, no, we want to get off that ramp so we don't waste our heavies. Okay. So I guess dropping the heavy choppers on the left ramp. Just a heads up. Not a good idea. Not a good idea because then all your heavies get stuck like that. We could have used those ones, but that's alright. Let's see, 328. And we're going around the world here. And maybe this is not the answer. Maybe this is not it, guys. I mean, it seemed like a good idea on paper, but I mean, if we clean that up a bit, it wouldn't be terrible, but yeah, it's still pretty slow. So I mean, heavy chopper rush, that's going to get you about 230. So just something to keep in mind, I guess. Not really the ideal attack strategy for right now, but fun to use nonetheless. So yeah, there's exactly what we said, right around 230. So not the best hit that we want to be using for the moment, but at least you guys know. You know, it's not the greatest. So we want to go back to using heavy choppers and bombardiers. But either way, I hope that helps you out, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back. Oh, 254. 9 stars. Ouch. But it doesn't matter at this point because we already got 23 and we're saving for 7. So, back.